Hey, good morning from South Jersey. It is the 25th of February, Tuesday morning. I just want to check in with you guys to say hello and to give you some insight on the things that I think I see and maybe set your mind at ease a little bit. First of all, the governor's ball with all the governors and Donald Trump there, and the army choir that sang Les Miserables. That was a powerful moment, man. They're letting him know we do not bow down to a king. We are the military. We're representing the military, and we are not going to go down this path with you. He is the commander in chief. He has to follow military law. And what he's doing in dismantling our military is dangerous, unethical, and illegal. You can't just start cutting off the head generals because you don't like that they don't like you. How immature. He's not worried about national security. He's worried about loyalty to him. And that is just disturbing in itself. You have the most unethical, unqualified, untruthful person at the head of their country right now. It's terrifying. And the right still follow him, which is befuddling to me. Everything that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth is a lie. So having the Army choir sing Les Miserables the other day, outstanding, outstanding. And Pete Hegseth, they are not going to kowtow to you. You are just an unqualified punk. You're an unqualified former CNN newscaster. You're a mess. And I got to monitor myself because my last video was being reviewed for so long. I just erased it because I knew they would probably ban me. So I'm going to keep these kind of nice, but Pete Hegseth doesn't belong in that position. And nor does Patel, in charge of our FBI, along with this other guy, Bosingo. Just unqualified loyalists to Donald Trump. And it's not for our benefit that they're placed there. It's for Donald Trump's benefit. They are loyal to him. So the choir singing Les Miserables at the governor's ball was beautiful. Congratulations to Germany for their election of a person that is worthy. I'm happy for you. Du bist mein Freund. Ich möchte Deutschland besuchen. I'd like to be there with you guys someday in Germany, have a few beers and drive the Autobahn. I did that once before. It was wonderful. Like Germany. Anyway, guys, here's what I want to share with you. I've said before, and I'll leave this short, this is a global issue. Okay, there's been cybersecurity breached globally. Elections have been manipulated globally. Right? The media is being controlled by the right wing globally. By whom? Well, the person that owns Deutsche Bank, or was the head of Deutsche Bank, that's been financing Donald Trump for years, a guy named Wilbur Ross, he's in charge of Donald Trump's finances, giving him so many millions and millions of dollars throughout the years to help what? Launder money for the Russians. Donald Trump's beholden to them. That's why he placates to Putin so easily, is because he owns the Russians own him. Trump Tower was a means for them to launder money. They would buy a floor and then sell it the following week, and that money was clean. All Donald Trump's casinos, they were being placed for money to be laundered until they went belly up because he's such a shit businessman. All the buildings that he has worldwide, all the hotels and everything, it's a way for them to launder money. So Donald Trump is beholden to the Russians. No surprise to anybody. What's happening now, I believe, is that it's all come to a head. You've had Elon Musk and his little strange group of young men trying to get into our database and manipulate that and send information where they want to send it and use what information they want to gather on whom, the finances of all businesses and individuals around our country. Is not good. And here's what I believe. Okay, here's what I believe is going to happen. Our FBI has been on top of this for years. Donald Trump didn't make any friends with the FBI when he was in office by going after their boss and making disparaging remarks against them. And mind you, there are 37,100 FBI agents, employees. 37,100 employees of the FBI. Of that 37,000, 13,700 are special agents. Boots on the ground, movers and shakers, where the metal meets the meat. The ants moving that big leaf, those are our special agents, 13,700 of them. In addition to that 13,700, we have 20,100 professionals within our FBI that handle exactly what's going on now. People going into databases, misusing information to their own gain, right? And who are these people? What do they do? What are their titles? Well, within those 20,100 FBI agents that are not special agents but support very important positions, these are very intelligent people. They are intelligence analysts, linguists, meaning they're multilingual. They speak different languages. They're monitoring what's being said globally because this is a global issue. The United States only represents 5% of the world's population. So all this manipulation of data, all the control of the elections, controlling the elections is probably one of the biggest breaches that you can do because you silence all the voices of every individual in the world. You take away their voice. That's why we believe in democracy. You can't control elections because once you manipulate the elections and put who you want in office, all they will surround themselves with are loyalists, not people who are concerned about the well-being of their nation, but people that want to stay in power for the person who put them there. And that's not the path we're meant to go down as a nation, and that's not a path we're meant to go down as in the world. There's a lot more good in the world than there is bad, but the bad has raised its ugly head, and it's trying to take control. So you got 20,000 professionals within the FBI that are monitoring everything being sent out by Elon Musk and all his doofy dudes, all his doofy kids going in our Department of Treasury and our other departments. And now you got Patel and this other guy in our FBI. That's all data that the FBI is monitoring. I mean, don't forget, they have computer scientists, not computer science. They are computer scientists. So don't you think that they knew that this was going to unfold, that this was a hypothetical situation which they've prepared for? You think we'd let some doofy guy from South Africa and these kids just wreck the United States? No. The FBI, it's their hard drives, their software. They know what these guys were going to do. And they're monitoring them and they're going to pounce. There's a lot of bad players all around the world. That's why Interpol gets involved. When there's a common criminal that's doing things globally, they have to get involved. And what do? They share information between nations. They search for suspects. That's why in the FBI you have surveillance specialists. They know where all these players are. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of bad players around the world. Oligarchs, billionaires, all manipulating the systems and the economies and the media and the data in their own countries. So our FBI is speaking with other agencies globally to address what is being exchanged, to what extent, and they're going to pounce. They're going to make arrests. They will make arrests. That's my hope. That's my thinking. And I'll leave it at that. We have the FBI with our 37,000 employees, 13,700 special agents, and 20,100 professionals who handle all the interior, the intelligence, the surveillance, creating the computer systems, financial analysts, because this is not just about data, but about finances. And they're monitoring Elon Musk. This all had to unfold for them to get the net wide enough to get everybody involved. So as difficult as this month has been, it's for a reason. All right? And I'll leave it at that. I want to keep this light because I don't want TikTok to ban me. I don't want to make any disparaging remarks about The people that Donald Trump has surrounded himself with, which I'll say it again, when you think you're the smartest guy in the room, you are the most ignorant. You want to be around people that are kinder than you, smarter than you, stronger than you, better than you, more patient than you. Donald Trump wants to always think he's the best person in the room and the smartest guy in the room, and that person's the most ignorant guy in the room. So I believe the hammer is going to come down. I think it's going to take another week or two after seeing what Patel is going to do with our FBI database and that information, and what they already know that Elon Musk and his kids are doing in our Department of Treasury and that information. Crimes are being committed now. Donald Trump is the commander-in-chief. When the Army Choir sang a song from Les Miserables at the governor's ball recently, yesterday or the day before, they sang that song from Les Miserables to let them know we are not going to bow to a king. So that's what's happening now. I'm going to do the 3 ringings of the bell, 3 times 3. I'm going to have a second cup of coffee, and I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. Sorry, I get an itch on my throat, and I don't want to redo this video. I'm not going to. So here's 3 sets of 3. We're going to manifest good prevailing over evil. All right? Excuse me. That's it. Frequency can heal, and it can harm, just like words can heal or they can harm. And Donald Trump is not anything but a liar, and everything comes out of his mouth is venom and poison. So don't even listen to him. He is going to go to jail. That's my belief. And it's going to happen not months from now, but I believe in a week or so, 2 weeks, they will have all the data that they need and all the evidence that they need, and to whom everything's going to globally to pounce. And arrests will be made globally, all in the dead of night, all around the same time, so that no one gets away. That's my hope, and that's my belief. And I'm just going to finish off with this. If there's any attorneys out there or anybody more knowledgeable on how to go after people who are bullying and harassment, there's been a webpage made under my name, Jerry Doran, attacking me. And it's kind of flattering because a lot of effort's been put into it. But what's bothering me is the amount of cutting and pasting that they're doing to mislead my statements. And it's wrong. They've taken it a little too far. So if there's any attorneys out there that can help me find out who the person is, I'd love to seek your assistance. I'm sure that there's bank to be made in suing these people. And I'll put half of that towards the Blue Nation Fund, and I'll take care of any attorney's fees. Let's just go after these people, because it's not just bullying and harassment. It's misleading information that is harmful to anyone. And as flattered as I am, like I said, that they took the time and effort, they've taken it a little bit too far. So anyway, 13 minutes, 49 seconds. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I hope that was some good information for you. Our FBI is still alive and well, and they are getting information from Interpol on what's happening globally, from the information that's stemming from the United States and our data breach here in our FBI and our Department of Treasury. That's my belief. All right. God bless you. Have a great Tuesday. And I'll talk to you this week. All right. Peace out from South Jersey.